Hi there, this is Mohammed Kamal. Today we are back with our RapidMiner implementation. So today we will discuss about one of an important features called feature selection. So when we say feature selection, basically in analysis, like in data analysis, we can do a feature selection. That means, let's say we have in a linear regression, we have our predictor, right? So that the predictor is going to predict in some or the other way. So when it's predict, to make that prediction very good, we can use different kind of feature selection. All right. So in RapidMiner, we can have like greedy selection. We have MS5 prime t-test or iterative t-test. So today's discussion will be basically on the greedy selection. So what do greedy selection? We can look at it. I'm going to take you first here without greedy selection. What do our what it looks like? I'm going to take you here, retrieve a data, which is I have a polynomial data. As you can see right here, I have that I retrieved that data and connect the output to the validation. Over here, I connect with the validation, and this validator has two outputs. One is the mod, which is called the model output, and the second one is the AV, which is the average validation average. So what it does that is just measure the performance vector. So I connected here, and then as you can see here under split, I put it relative and I put 0.7%, which is 70%, which is the relative size of the training set. And then I put the sampling automatic. So if you double click here under validation, you'll be taken to another process, which is actually has a test and also has a training and also a test. Under training, you can add the linear regression. So we can get the linear regression here, and this linear regression has an input and has an output of the model. All right, then this model is connected to the test, and we will apply that model, and we can check the performance of our model. So under here, under performance, we can select whichever we want. So my favorite are the root mean squared error, the relative error, the lenient, and relative error restrict. And there are a few more like the square error, the correlation. That's my favorite. So basically what that the correlation tell us is it is a coefficient between the label and the prediction attributes. So you'll have a coefficient, that's a coefficient. All right, so once we check mark on those, the next thing is just to run the process. Let's go ahead and run the process. All right, so we have got the root mean square over here, 85.06, and we also have the relative, all the cool stuffs right here under performance vector. So if you click under the descriptions, it will give you all the performance vector, like the relative error, the square root correlation, all the cool stuffs. So what I would like to do now here under performance, I'm going to show you a very cool feature to see the results. So what you can do here under performance, make a right click and click on show example results. So when you do that, you will be displayed with the data that have the label and the prediction. The label is the one that's already there, and this is the prediction. So the label is 88.016 and the prediction is 121 without using the greedy or the feature selection. So how it predicted? So 97 it get 131, 140 it get 255. As you can see here, there is some variations from the label to the prediction. All right, so here is a close value, which is 138, 137, which is really close. And let's go ahead and see another one. Here is 80, here is 126, almost close to double. And here is 428 and here is 399, so lower prediction. And here is a very huge difference, 39 to negative 26. So this is the model. So this linear regression model giving us this is our prediction. Alright, now I'm gonna show you if we apply a greedy selection, so future selection. Selecting means, for example, from the result, as you can see, there might be some outliers that can affect our data. So we can discard those and get the most quality one that we need. That is what we call as future selection in plain English. So let's go ahead and see. So I have it right here and saved it. I'm gonna double click on it. Same as earlier, I retrieve the data, which is the polynomial data, and I have a validation connected here. I have the same thing here under split, and if I double click here, I will come up with another process, and that I have a training and a test. Under training, I put linear regression, the same thing. Under test, I have apply model and performance. So same thing under performance, I checked my favorite performance parameters. Those we're gonna have once we run the process. I'll go ahead and run the process and will be displayed with these beautiful features. So the performance factor here, the root mean squared is 85.916, and I have a relative error length. So all the features are here, the performance vector, so we can be able to compare. So to do a comparison, what I would like to do here, I'll make a right click and I will show the performance vector result. Actually, it's not giving me here the reason because I already ran the one earlier here. What I would do, I'm gonna come here, right click. Alright, we cannot see it here. Perfect. Right click. Let's go ahead and run it first. We have this result here. Let's go ahead and run now. We can show example results. Awesome. So here is a number, here is a level, here is 88, 123 the prediction. When we apply the greedy future selection, 38, 39, very close. See, very minimal difference. 97, 180, huge difference. 140, 256, very huge difference. 285, 323. So we can compare now these table results, what we have right here, with the other one, the one I showed you earlier, and then we can compare which predictive model give us a very good prediction, either the linear regression or linear regression with the future selection that we apply greedy. So this is in most situations, the greedy future selection will give you a better output than just plain linear regression. So I would very much recommend for anyone to apply the greedy selection in your analysis. Alright, so hopefully this gives you a good understanding. Until we see each other with another video, this is Mohammed, and if you have any question, please you can drop your question here. Until we see each other, have a great day. Bye guys, see you next time. Bye bye.